Our coverage here today on WGNS is made possible by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center over on Big G TV, where you're supposed to be seeing Haley. But right now you're seeing just like an empty camera, so I'll get that fixed. Oh my gosh.
No face. Just a voice.
I'm just trying to get this. Who knows? This stuff's driving me nuts. But also Middle Tennessee Electric, we thank them. And of course, Sharing Change from Middle Tennessee Electric has been given back to our local nonprofits, about $12 million worth, as a matter of fact, here in the area. So you can check out how your spare change is making a difference at sharingchange.org. All right. Well, in the worst way possible, I guess, introducing our guest from the United Way of South Central Tennessee, the Vice President of Marketing and Major Events, Haley Adams. So when you're here, that means major events.
It does. It means a little bit of everything. I think we've talked before, being in marketing and events, you kind of just have your toes in a little bit of everything. You know what's going on. So we've got just some events coming up over the next few months, and we're kind of wrapping up a few things like our volunteer income tax assistance program. And so just wanted to come share a little bit about what we've been doing and what's coming up over the next several months. Well,
when I read over my notes, or you send me an email to keep me straight and so I don't stray. But when you put the words "stuff the bus" on there, I thought, why is Haley sending "stuff the bus"? I mean,
it's crazy, right?
But I mean, we're not even out of school yet.
We haven't finished school yet, but United Way, we're always trying to think, 3 steps ahead, and we've kind of got to start getting. We've got some companies that are already really excited to collect school supplies over the summer for these students, and so we have to be on it. So we're already sending emails about next school year before we've even finished up this one. But it's what it takes to get all the supplies in these kids' hands, and that's what we're here to do.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about all of this here this morning. You mentioned VITA, so let's talk about VITA, because such a vital part of our community now.
Absolutely.
Know how important it is to have this as a service, and so I know that tax day was extended. Did you all have to extend some, or how did that work?
We did. We got the opportunity just because of the ice storms that came through. They offered a statewide extension in tax prep, and so we added on a few extra dates to our Patterson Park location. So we actually have one more that is coming up on May 18th, and so that'll be our last opportunity to get your taxes done for free with VITA here in Murfreesboro. So I think our appointments are full, but we're going to take a few walk-ins that day. Okay. But so at that point, we will be done with tax season. But we did extend it, give a few extra days so that we could help people get those taxes done for free. We've had a lot of people come in that maybe haven't done taxes in a few years, and they've been afraid of maybe owing, or just the logistics of what it means to do your taxes and the complication of self-employment or things like that. And so we've been able to just do a lot to provide help and service to those people.
It's nerve-wracking. I had mine prepared this year. I was not prepared for the fact that last tax year, for the first time, did not have those great child tax credits. So for those who have children and they're screaming in the back seat and whatnot, just know that they're helping you on your taxes a lot.
Yeah. Well, and our tax preparers are trained to help you take advantage of those earned income tax credits. Yeah. And they really do try to look out for every possible way to help you save money or get money back, because when you're putting money out in the economy, you should be getting some of that back in your tax returns. And then in turn, that gives you more to put back out in our community and help our businesses grow and our nonprofits continue to grow and help our clients thrive.
Or if you get the news like I did that you did not pay Uncle Sam enough.
Yeah.
So then, but the advice of, okay, so what do I need to do to not be in this situation next time?
Exactly. They're, our tax preparers are well-versed in just trying to help you, not just the few months of the year that the normal population is thinking about tax season. But, I say we're going to be done with VITA at May 18th. Well, like we said, we like to be prepared. So we're going to go ahead and start thinking about the next tax season and how we can educate and prepare our community to be prepared to do their taxes again next season.
Yeah. That means taking home even less money, during the year for me. But for folks who are just hearing about VITA, and I don't know what rock you've been under if you haven't heard about VITA, but I'm sure that there are people out there that don't know about this free tax preparation that takes place every year in anticipation for next year. Kind of what who can take part in these services, I guess?
Yeah. So the threshold changes each year, but this year our threshold was an $86,000 or less household. So if your household income was $86,000 or less, then we can typically help you. It stays around that amount in some degree. Yeah. So we can help you prepare your taxes for free. And so for some people, that's just having someone to go to. Like I said, if you we had someone the other day that had lost a spouse, and so they just were overwhelmed. They hadn't normally been doing the taxes, and so they brought them in, and we were able to just provide that support. So they just need to have that information. And then we typically start putting information out in the fall, seeking volunteers if anyone's interested in volunteering. But we always encourage people to wait. We open those tax appointments at the end of January or the beginning of February. And one of the main reasons, in addition to these trained professionals being certified by the IRS, so that you can trust them with your information. We're also saving you like those tax preparation fees or any interest that is taken off when someone forwards you your taxes early. So on average, we save people at least $100, $250 in just that filing fee that you may get if you go in. So it's really just letting people know that this service exists. We want you to just kind of hold on when you get your W-2, reach out. We always put information on yourlocaluw.org. Our social media is Your Local UW. So just keep an eye out, follow us, and we'll be sure to share information once we're getting appointments ready for the next tax season.
Okay. And we'll tell you right here too about all that.
We'll be
back. This year, I know we usually try to, do it. This is how many people we helped this year with VITA and how much money saved and all that kind of thing. And with it still going, I know it's kind of hard, but do you have any ideas or it all? I think you all want to beat the previous year's record somehow every year.
We typically do. And as you know, we've kind of, it started to roll off your tongue, United Way of South Central Tennessee. We've had an expansion, and so we serve 7 counties, and so we actually had 9 sites this year of doing taxes, and so we just try to continue to help and make a difference in more people's lives each year after year. So we are projected to, our goal was to do 3,500 tax returns, and we're projected to reach that goal, like I said, by that final date on May 18th. So we've done well over 3,000 tax returns. We're projected to do 3,500. We typically save between bring $1 and $2 million back into the community through those tax returns and fees saved. So
wonderful.
We'll be sure to share that information once we have the final numbers. But we're excited about the impact that we've made this season.
And if you didn't take advantage of this program this year, you might get in on that very end, but kind of find out more information on yourlocaluw.org. And next year we'll keep talking about it. Looking forward to hearing about how that finishes up with Haley Adams joining us, the Vice President of Marketing and Major Events at the United Way of South Central Tennessee. Let's squeeze in United in Spirits here real quick before Stuff the Bus. That's an event, I don't remember hearing a whole lot about this event before.
Yeah, so I won't say it's new. It was United Way of Highway 55, so that's some of our regional counties, Coffee, Moore, and Warren counties. So it takes place in Lynchburg. So since the merger, and we now serve that full service area, we have this event that takes place on Barbecue Hill on Jack Daniel's property. It's beautiful.
Nice.
They only host a select number of events events actually on that property per year. So we are honored to have Jack Daniel's as an amazing supporter of ours, and just really support our mission. So they have allowed us to, this is at least the fourth year of this event, and so it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a party on the hill at Jack Daniel's. Food and a lot of drinks and live music. It's a lot of fun, and of course, the money raised from this event and this experience goes back to our local community through United Way.
Well, it does say United in Spirits in the name.
It's
so
good, Jack Daniel's provides the drinks, and we provide the good time. So.
Well, you can't beat that. So, who can go to this? I mean, since it's one of those, I guess, Lincoln and Coffee and Moore County kind of thing from before. Kind of Rutherford County and sneak down there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like I said, you can make a drive down to Lynchburg.
Why not?
It's worth it. So, like I said, it goes back to impacting our whole community. And so it's a unique opportunity that not everybody would get to have, to go up to Barbecue Hill and watch sunset over the hill with the Jack Daniel's in hand. So you can go to your local uw.org. It's on our homepage. We have information about United in Spirits, and you can buy tickets to attend.
Okay.
They're $125. And like I said, that all goes back to United Way.
Very good. So check the website for that information. Mm-hmm. Okay, Stuff the Bus. I've put it off long enough. We gotta think about next school year already.
We do.
This is an event that has really grown so big, and now that United Way covers so many counties, it's growing even more.
Yeah. I went back and double checked before I came today. This is our 15th year. So doing Stuff the Bus. So it's really exciting. Like you said, it's grown year over year. Last year, we collected over 56,000 supplies and distributed them over 10 school districts in our area. So, of course, in Rutherford County, we're very familiar with Rutherford County schools and Murfreesboro City schools, and we love working with James and Lisa. But then, of course, we have the opportunity to just continue that impact in all of our other counties. But so this is just more important now than ever as school supply. Everything feels expensive, and we just have a lot going on. So we want to help students and their families as much as possible.
And this is an expense that comes after summer. If you have, even teachers who have kids that are their own kids in the system, you know what I mean? And it's a pretty good hit in late July, early April that maybe you weren't expecting after vacations and some time off and stuff, you know?
Right, yeah. Your tax return may be gone. And so the national average is actually about $150 per student on those basic supplies. That's not talking about, your kids have grown out of their clothes and things like, that's a whole separate conversation. But we're just talking about backpacks, crayons, pencils, markers, the things like that they need to be able to go into school and have what they need to focus on the work that they need to do and being able to study and just have what they need when they show up at school.
So what is the ask here now about Stuff the Bus? Are you looking for volunteers, collection sites? Kind of where are we in that process?
We are kind of just at the beginning. Like I said, it isn't for until the next school year. So we know that this will be taking place at the end of July. We'll have our final collection drive. So we just want the community to hear about it. We'll start taking out collection sites. We love companies. Like I said, we have some corporate partners who are already committed to saying we're going to have a bigger collection than last year. And so right now we're just spreading the word that this is going to take place. We're going to have our list of supplies. Like I said, it's kind of your basics, the things that are on your students, if you're listening, your kids or your grandkids' school supply list. So if you start picking up some of those, one notebook here and one set of markers here, or if you have a group, if you're a part of a Bible study or a youth group and you want to take this on this summer as a project, we would love to have you. And we'll be back again in the summer to talk more about our sponsors that are involved and specific volunteer opportunities. But we always just want people to know that even though the school year's not over yet, we're thinking about the next one. And we're thinking about those students that need help.
Well, in the last year, there's been a lot of life change on my side of things, and with the kids out and doing their own grown-up stuff. I did been doing a little cleaning and going through stuff, I had a closet. I still have that closet, but that closet had some school supplies in it, and I was a bulk buyer.
Yeah.
And so I've got all kinds of composition books and some loose leaf notebook paper that's just in packs. And it's like, I'm never going to use this. What am I going to do? So now I think I'll just donate that.
Start a pile. I'll come by and pick them up, or we can come pick them up next time that we're here at WGNS. And that's exactly it. We just want people to look at what they have, look at what they could maybe give back and donate so that we can provide those to students that are most in need.
Well, Haley, I appreciate you coming in today. It's always fun to catch up with our friends from the United Way.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
That's Haley Adams joining us with the United Way of South Central Tennessee, the Vice President of Marketing and Major Events. And if you missed part of our conversation, you can check the podcast. It will be up pretty shortly after we're finished here at WGNSradio.com. Just look under podcast and Rutherford Issues. Well, that's going to do it for today. Until next time, friends, take care out there.